Good morning, chat. Here's what you could say to your conservative, Democrat, or liberal friends who say that the United States bombing Iran was not constitutional, because it was. Matter of fact, it was very constitutional. First, I want you to ask them, hey, did you actually read the Constitution? Because if they did, they would know that Article 2 of the United States Constitution allows the commander-in-chief or the president to justify allowing limited military action without a formal declaration of war. Oh, and that's not all. He or she can also do it without congressional approval. I said yesterday that Donald Trump did not declare war. The United States did not declare war. Just because we bombed Iran does not mean that we declared war. All he did do was allow the military to carry out a top secret launch and strike against an Iranian nuclear facility. Why on God's green earth would Donald Trump or any commander-in-chief air all that out to Congress and civilians? For those of you that aren't aware, there's a lot of opposition in DC, and it's also full of a lot of people that talk shit and run their mouths. The United States Congress cannot keep their mouth shut, especially when it has anything to do with the Orange Man. The president tried to ask them, hey, just so you know, I'm gonna bomb Iran in this top secret military action and operation. We're gonna use decoys and we're gonna deceive them. And we're gonna let them know that we're flying in one way, but we're really gonna fly in another way. Can we do that? What do you think Congress would have done? Especially the ones that hate Trump. They would have leaked that information to the press. Trust and believe there are a lot of people in DC and across this country that do not want Trump or America to succeed. Their hatred for Donald Trump supersedes their want and need for America to succeed. They just want him to fail, and they don't care if America fails in the process. This is exactly why Article 2 of the Constitution exists, because our forefathers knew and were fully aware that opposition would exist always, and there would always be people from the inside trying to tear down our country. They put that in there strategically so that the President of the United States could use limited, justified military action against a target in the interest of the United States of America. Iran is building a nuclear weapon. This isn't new news. The whole world, pretty much except for their allies, opposes it. They have killed over 600 members of our military. This attack was justified. Lastly, if they still want to oppose you and argue with you, you could tell them that he is not the only one that's ever done this. Several presidents have ordered military operations without the approval of Congress, and they invoked their right to under Article 2 of the Constitution. And they have done so without a formal declaration of war. Ronald Reagan, Harry Truman, Bill Clinton, George H.W. Bush, and Barack Obama. Nobody my age remembers that because they don't educate themselves and they like to remain ignorant, but it's true. In 2011, Obama authorized strikes on Libya and Syria, and not one person gave him any shit about it. What Donald Trump did, whether you like him or not, it was lawful, it was legal, it was constitutional, it was democratic, and all he tried to do was simply eliminate a terror threat in the Middle East.